Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Thank you for your donations and your emails connecting just to share your stories, for confirmation and for booking readings. My readings are open. Please remember there is someone going through the comment section, either on my my premieres or on my posts, just pretending to be me. Please do not get fooled by them. Okay, if you see someone commenting that looks like me but that there's no banner over the top of the name, it's not me, please report them. I want to also say you have to remember that this is a general collective reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? Now on here, what I wanted to talk about, because I asked my guides, I asked the collective consciousness's guides what they wanted to talk about, and they said what's on my phone, because I took notes. When I get downloads, I take notes. Now the notes that I took was that I knew there was something happening at Halloween. Something's definitely happening at Halloween. Now you have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, somebody wants to stop a light one, you or another person that you're thinking of, in your tracks from the hard work that you've been doing. And the hard work is the internal work, the healing work, because the more we heal, the more we grow and the more we protect ourselves. And you've also got the Queen of Goblets, so there you go. This is all about our compassion. There's something about stealing away empathy. Okay, now the download that I got, that I typed into my phone, was that there's something happening at Halloween. Okay, but it's not a one-step thing. There's also things that have happened previously. So the new moon that we had, there was some sort of want or intent or will to send some sort of hexing, banishing, shut up spell of some sort. It was to cover the eyes and slow the tongue. Okay, and there's something here about a herbal witch planning to use herbs to paralyze the light one. So something to do with sleep paralysis. Or if it's not sleep paralysis and that doesn't resonate, it's to do with, because with that paralysis, it's reminding me of a freezer spell. There's something about trying to stop someone from being able to attain something before Halloween comes in, because we have a full moon happening on, I think it's the 9th, and there's something that they're trying to manifest, okay? And I was told that this is a very extreme ritual with a large price to pay, to sacrifice ones that you love the most. There will be a death or two in the family because of it, and this is not directed towards a light one. Whoever's done this, they didn't read the small print, or whatever agreement they've made with whoever it is, whatever energy it is that they're calling on. They didn't ask specific questions to find out exactly what it is that they'd have to pay. Okay, so this sacrifice is the ones they love the most. And for some reason I heard, yeah, but I don't love anyone. But they do. Everyone does, whether it's money, whether it's family, whether it's your children, your pets, your plants. Everyone has something that they anchor themselves to, and they didn't realize this. You've got King of Bones, and you've got the Two of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, they're pushing along, knowing that if this fails, they lose all their abundance. They lose everything, because the King of Bones, the King of Wands, is about, you know, a leader, someone who pushes forward, someone who's very organized and gets things done. The Two of Swords is usually about indecision, but when it's upside down, this is a choice that they've made, and they're going into it. It's almost like they're telling themselves that they are fully aware of the consequences, and it's fine because this is going to work, but they didn't look at the small print. They have not, and the reason they haven't looked at the small print is because looking at the small prints means looking at themselves and looking at the things that hurt, and what is it that they need that would give them that support to heal. They're going to lose that as well, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles here. This is about removing a blessing, removing abundance, and something to do with like poverty mindset. Okay, and for some reason there's something here to do with like this parchment or something that they've got to read from is made from either skin and leather and fire. Okay, and it's reminding me of like a dark contract, almost like when you see lava as it's cooling down and it's dark, you know, it's starting to turn to stone on the top, but you can still see those fiery embers traveling through it. That's what I'm seeing. So there's been some sort of dark contract that's been signed. Okay, and they've pushed ahead with this. They've pushed ahead and they've done it even though it's almost like someone said, don't do this. Because you've got, look, the Ace of Blades. They've ignored the warning signs, but someone told them, don't do this. Because I heard an ancestor is calling, okay? Because you've got here the Nine of Pentacles. So there's some sort of wish fulfillment. Someone here, someone may have blocked their ancestor on purpose, or this may be the karma that they're actually getting at the moment, is that their ancestors are telling them, you shouldn't be doing this, but they're blocked off. Because they're blocked off from the divine, they can't see this. They can't see this. And there's someone, whoever's done this, it's almost like a wish fulfillment, that they fall into their own trap. Because I heard your ancestors are hella mad. And I don't use that type of language, so I know that's not me. But someone's ancestors are really angry, and they blocked whoever it is that's doing this or planning to do this from getting advice, getting like etheric advice or downloads. Because this one came out sideways. Which way would you like me to put it? Just as it is. So you've got here, it says the devil made me do it, Knight of Blades. And then you have the Three of Coins. So there's more than one working together on this. Okay, but you also have here, it's almost like someone is sitting on the fence. Someone doesn't want to be part of this, or they kind of know what's coming if they do this and it goes wrong. Okay, you place that one there, and I'll place that one up there. Because you've also got Justice and the Nine of Pentacles. There, I think that whoever's in the coven, or whoever's in this little circle, there are people that are now having doubts about how extreme this person is going, and someone doesn't want to be part of it because they know that justice is going to play out for this light one. No matter what they do, justice is going to play out for this light one. Because look, you've got the Magician. There is definitely this wish fulfillment to completely disempower this light one, whether that is you, the person you're thinking of. And there's something here within doing some sort of come back to me or magnifying ritual, which is supposed to be depleting the light one of their core energy. Okay, let me pop this over here. Someone's paid. Yes, someone is definitely paid. And I went to say played. Someone's being played. Okay, because I heard this isn't going to work, just let them do it. This isn't going to work, let them do it. Because here you've got the Page of Bones. Yeah, someone's put a spanner in the works. Who put a spanner in the works? Ooh, someone put a spanner in the works, and this is messing up someone's balance, or they've done it for balance. Who did this? Because you've got here the Six of Cups in reverse. Yes, someone is, because it flipped this way and then it went this way. Someone is in two minds whether or not they wish to reconnect. It's almost like, because I heard disbanded. There's a group that's doing this, and people may be considering walking away. Because with it being upside down, it's almost like I surrender. Someone's been bound to come back in, yeah, with that Magician upside down. Because I heard a hex aplenty. There's whoever's doing this, or whoever's, excuse me, whoever's charging forward with this and planning to have this ready, because I heard a portal open at Halloween. There's something that they want to do over this full moon, but they don't realise that they've got it wrong, or something won't work. And I heard it's only going to make it worse for them. But someone's been bound to come back, or someone's had some sort of energy or projection or spell cast against them to come back and to be part of this. And they really don't want to, because you've got Queen of Bones to the Five of Cups. So you have someone here, you have this Queen of Bones, and they're trying to bind them. Now you could be that Queen of Bones, because this doesn't have to be someone who's part of this coven. Because I keep hearing you should be part of this coven. So whoever's doing this, it's almost like they want to deplete this person. They want to deplete either you, the person you're thinking of, another light one, your divine counterpart. But they want this, it's all about control. There's something about being in control. And I heard, I'd rather have you on my side than against me. And I still want to take what's yours. Yeah, because you've got Five of Pentacles to the Queen of Bones. So this energy of this Queen of Bones, there's something here about trying to bind the energy of the Queen of Bones, and that's irrespective of gender. Okay, because you've got a lot of fives coming up. This is them trying to create this tower, and you had the 5 of Cups. We've now got the 5 of Pentacles. This is all about disempowering a light one by trying to take away. It's not even the material things that they have around them, because they are trying that, but it's trying to take away the willpower of a light one, which is why they're going for their core energy, which is the envisionment that I saw was the solar plexus and the heart, those two together. You know, our solar plexus is our place of personal power and joy. It's how we, you know, we seek out things that make us laugh, make us feel good, make us feel happy, because, you know, we live through our inner child that way. And your heart space are the things that, you know, connect you to the cosmos, to the divine, to God, to Allah. There's something here about trying to deplete that, taking away faith. I'm really getting 9th house Sagittarius there. What else needs to come out, please and thank you? What is this dark contract? Okay, Judgment and Knight of Bones. They don't realise that as they sign, or they have signed this dark contract, they're bringing in their judgment even quicker. But there seems to be this misguided understanding from them that signing this contract will let them dodge anything that's coming towards them, because I had spiritual warfare. They're hoping that signing this contract will give them protection, okay? Because look, you've got Knight of Bones and they've got 3 candles. So, okay, this person's been using a lot of candle magic, or they've been activating something. They've wrote something down and then burnt it to activate it. Because I heard the breath of fire, or the fiery breath. And they've done this hoping that it will change something. I heard in the legal systems, because when I think of this, I think of the scales and I think of Libra, okay? And this is also about blocking a business partner from coming in. How interesting. Queen of Bones is coming out again, and Strength. But this Queen of Bones energy is too strong. Okay, and if you actually look at her as well, she has all that fire around her. This is sovereign fire. There's something here about because I heard a dragon's breath. Sorry, I've got the hair hanging from my top. There's something about dragon's breath. They're calling up something or trying to open a portal, especially on All Hallows Eve, because, you know, that is when the veil is the thinnest. And I heard it's already thin. It's already thin. Anything else that wants to come out? I heard Nightmare Before Christmas, the Hermit. There's something here about trying to bring in night terrors, or, like I said before, sleep paralysis. The Hermit card is ruled by Virgo, which is about, you know, analysis. It's about routines. It's your path of service to others. It's also to do with nutrition and how we look after our bodies. So there's definitely this this angle of trying to deplete not only the energy that comes from our will of going forward, of, you know, following passion's lead. There's also something here about someone's someone needs to get a blood test, or someone needs to go and check their vitamin count. And I heard you'll never know, you never know what you might see. What does that mean? You'll never know what you might see. Because you've got here the 10 of Bones upside down. Okay, so someone needs to go and have a blood test because it might catch something. And I don't say that with fear, because if I've been given this message, it's going to be specifically for someone, and my readings are never to elicit fear. And please remember that I am not a professional licensed health person or professional in any way. So if that does resonate for you, or there's something that's been niggling and you've just been saying tomorrow, go and see your doctor, okay? It is not urgent, and I'm hearing from my ancestors it's not urgent, but someone needs to have a health checkup, okay? Because someone's definitely sending something. You've got the 10 of Swords there, or the 10 of, you know, Blades. But with that 10 of Wands upside down, this is also saying that, especially for that health checkup, whoever goes for that, it might just be that you need to take more vitamins, or that you're low on iron, or that your thyroid is a little bit out of whack. But going now is something that will help it will ensure that whatever it is that they're sending, if they are sending things to the 6th house, then it won't stick. Anything else that needs to come out? What have we got here? There you go. 5 of Wands. So we've had 3 5s so far. Okay, this is about big change. There is big change coming in, because I heard activation. And I've been hearing this for a while, that there's an activation coming in, and I think that the end of October is going to be very, very important, especially as a portal is going to open either ways, because, you know, it's like I said, it's when the veil is the thinnest. This activation that's coming in is going to make major changes in the light one's life, and this is what they're trying to work against. Okay, now when I had my download, I was told specific things that may be needed, so I'm just going to look for my phone because I cannot remember. I know one of them was Angelica root. Okay, there's something here about Angelica root. I also wrote down Devil's Claw and Feverfew are needed. Okay, and I was given specific instructions. And this will be for those that resonate or use those type of herbs, or interested in using those type of herbs. The message that I was given was use these 3 days before the full moon, every day throughout the full moon, so on the full moon, and 3 days after. So you can drink it, bathe in it, or sprinkle it around a candle. Activate by speaking words of affirmation and intention over each herb before use. Now, when it comes to drinking any of these herbs, I strongly suggest that you go and speak to a herbal doctor, that you research this before, but that you are speaking to someone who is a professional, educated person in that field. Do not take my advice on drinking or ingesting any type of herb until you have spoken to a general practitioner, a doctor, or a herbalist first. Okay, you take any of my advice at your own risk. But these are the messages that came through, because you've got here 9 of Cups. Oh yeah, look at this. So, and you, oh my gosh, and I didn't even see that. This here, someone's been gloating, okay, over towers that they've placed on a light one's life in the past. But they're gloating. It's almost like they didn't think that this light one would figure out what was happening over the full moon and over Halloween. Okay, because again, the 5 of Pentacles has come out. There's something here about destabilizing or slandering a person's name, because the thing is with this pulling this person's energy, or, you know, because I'm hearing energy vampire. There's something about draining this light one, especially over Halloween. This is to keep something quiet. I heard you're too close and it's too soon. Because especially with that devil energy in the back, there's been a deal that's been made either with the devil or crossroads demon, or just something stagnant and demonic. Okay, and especially with those bars here, there's something here that they think will happen now that they've signed this this contract, you know, this dark contract with whoever it is that they have. They believe that continuing this ritual, depleting you, the person you're thinking of, or another light one, of this energy, will have like a ripple effect out onto the 3D world, where because I keep hearing embezzlement. They're hoping that this will it will remove some sort of protection that you have around you, or it will take your blessings. And I heard you'll take my place. You'll take my place. Yeah, look, Wheel of Fortune. They've been given a new deal, or they've offered some sort of sacrifice for luck, to get luck. And I heard that song by Pharrell Williams. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night to I'm up all night to get lucky. So they may have been using sex magic as well. Let me have a look. Yeah, they've definitely been using sex magic. But whoever it is that they're doing it with, they don't like each other. Okay, it's very surface level. This is just get the job done. Just get the job done. And they do believe that doing this is going to get them out of hot water, in other words. Okay. Because I heard love and romance is dead. Love and romance is dead. Strength. Whoever it is that they're doing it to, that's interesting. They're depleting that person. Every time that person sleeps with them, or every time they sleep with somebody, it takes away their life force energy, or takes away some of their strength, or some of their gifts. Because I went to say glitch. There's something here about glitching. That's really weird, because you've got the 6 of Swords. So whoever it was that they were doing this with before, because I heard fresh flesh or new meat. Whoever it is that they were doing this with before has walked away from them. They're not interested, and that's why I was getting that energy over here of a binding of some sort. This person will do the most. They haven't done it just to one, they've been doing it to many. And it, like I said, it comes back to that control. I need to control everything that's happening. Whoever it was walked away because it was disempowering them. Interesting. But whoever it is that they've pulled in, because I heard one night stand. Yeah, whoever was with them before, who had the money, has moved away from them. Now they're looking at one night stands, because I see someone muttering. Yeah, because here you've got the 4 of Cups. They've been rejected. Ew. And the 8 of Cups. Big time rejected. They were rejected. And I heard sore loser, a sore loser. There's something here about, especially with that colour there, that orange, something about the sacral chakra. Some sort of deal was made, because I heard infertility or womb hex. To block this light one, to completely block this light one, to block their link to not only the law of abundance, but to whoever their divine counterpart is, that's coming towards them, that will actually bring in more abundance for them. Whether that is money, wealth, prosperity, love, take it as it resonates. Change the decks. This one. Okay. The Queen of Bones. Yeah. The aim is to, I had to trap the Queen of Bones. To trap the Queen of Bones. This person, because I heard, mocks you. Or mocks this light one, or the way that they look, or the way that they act. Because you've got the King of Blades upside down. This person loves to gossip, I heard. They love to gossip and they love to spread lies. What else would like to come out? What do you want me to take? This one here. Okay, let's have a look. And look, it says setting up divine counterpart for red rum. They're hoping that whatever it is that they do on this ritual will not only set up this light one to take their place, but I have a feeling that whoever it is that they work with, or whoever's walked away from them, is entangled in this as well. Because setting up divine counterpart for red rum, either the person that they've moved away from is the divine counterpart and has walked away from this toxic person, or the person that they actually have been using or depleting energy from is another toxic person who has walked away from them because they're going through a dark night of the soul. However, there seems to be this, and I've noticed this in a lot of readings, is that what happens to us is then happening very, very similar, or on very similar lines to our divine counterpart. They may be going through quite similar things as well. So there is something here about stopping this divine counterpart from even getting anywhere near you, this other light one, because you've got here South American. Now either your divine counterpart could be South American, or whoever's doing this is a Spanish speaker. What else wants to come out? Now that one came out. And it says constantly cracking knuckles. This person then stolen. What did they steal? Let's find out what they stole. What wants to come out? Please and thank you. What wants to come out? Please and thank you. Ooh, flip straight over. Have you tried switching it off and on again? Swords at the ready. Okay, so this is very much blocking communication. Okay. Whatever this ritual is to block communication completely between this light one and the divine counterpart, between taking those steps to actually start meeting on the same path in this realm, because you've got swords at the ready. Okay, there's a lot of angelic protection around this light one, around you, the person you're thinking of, and or your divine counterpart. All right, and it says here closed. What's closed? You know we see you. There you go. All right, this person is completely blocked, but this, I had paid money for him. Paid money for him. What does that mean? Paid money for him. Paid money for him to what? Take the bait. They are scared of what you can do. They're bricking it. They are bricking it. And it says do it on a Wednesday. It's a perfect timing. Knows you are talented and knows that they aren't. Okay, do it on a Wednesday. It's perfect timing. So they may have already tried doing this on a Wednesday, or they may have planned to do this on a Wednesday because they feel like it either matches up with your zodiac, or it matches up with a certain planet, or for example, I don't know if on the 9th it's going to be a Wednesday, and that's when the full moon is at its highest. Knows you are talented and knows they are not. There's something here about that really irks them. You cleared blockages from your natal birth chart. There's one thing you need to do. So someone here has cleared quite a lot from their birth chart that had been sent as a block. Okay, with swords at the ready, you have a lot of angelic protection guarding each one of your houses, which is very interesting. And it says here, there's one thing you need to do. Let's find out, what is it that we'd like them to do? Would you like a different deck? Oh, okay, let's get a different deck. This one or two? Both, okay. So there's one thing that you need to do. I'm going to take this one first and let's see what needs to be done. Okay, so there's something here that needs to be done that involves, yeah, something to do with banishing whatever it is that they wanted to do at Halloween. Okay, because you've got altar upside down. This is almost like saying take your face off of their altar, or take your name off of that contract. Because whatever contract that they've signed, if they're sending this towards you, or the person you're thinking of, another light one, for some reason I'm stuttering. There's worry here. They're actually really worried. That's why they keep cracking their nails. They keep biting their fingernails and things like this, because it's almost like going back to the start here, someone going, just let them do it because they're going to mess it up. They don't realise how tapped in this light one is. That's why they're worried, because you're going to figure out what it is that you need to do, and it's going to be easy peasy for you, because you've got Book of Shadows and Secret. There's a secret that they're trying to hide of how you remove what it is that they're doing, and what it is that you need to remove is your name from that contract. Because if someone signs a contract and it's involving you, even if you go to, let's say, go and rent a new apartment or a new house, you still have to sign your name on there. They're more or less doing that in your name. They're either pretending and writing your name down, because I'm getting the energy that something was done on this realm in a similar aspect, that something was signed in your name, or signed pretending to be you. And this is what they're trying to get out of as well, because there's prison time here. But let's find out how you take your name off of this dark contract. Please and thank you. Okay, and again, Samhain keeps coming up. There is an ending of a cycle. There's something here to do with the sacral chakra that needs to be unblocked, which is going to help. I heard it's going to combust that contract. Healer and witch. Okay, so there's something here to do with sacral chakra hexing that needs to be removed, and by removing that, it is going to help you to remove your name from the contract. Because personally, I speak revocations across, all space and time to remove things like that, but there seems to be an urge to do something more, that you need to remove this block from your sacral chakra and then speak your revocations, or do your prayer, or do your affirmations, or whatever rituals that you use, because you've moved, the person you're thinking of, this light one, or your divine counterpart, has removed so many blockages from your birth and natal chart. Yeah, and it's going to remove. So let's find out, because that is almost like a freezer spell hex of some sort. Words of disempowerment have been placed over this person's sacral chakra. Okay, so what needs to be done to remove this? Please and thank you. Witch's Cottage, High Priestess. There's something here about blessing your home, because I heard home is where the heart is. But there's also something here about looking at, I heard the house where it all started. What does that mean, the house where it all started? Because I heard inner child wisdom. Someone's being asked to revisit something that was either dysfunctional or something that was painful from childhood. Yeah. Because you've got boundaries coming out as well. There's also, for someone here specifically, they need to do a blessing over their home. There's something about envisioning an actual fiery sword, whether that is Archangel Michael's, whether you work with other, you know, higher vibrational beings or energies, but there's something here about casting some sort of protection over your home that is very, very important. Okay, would you like me to put these out? Where? At the top. Because this person, there's something here about masking and trying to get into your energy when they're doing this ritual, of using some of your energy while doing this ritual. Yeah, look, intensification. Now, what I would like, I'm going to take the other deck now. What specific things would they like to do? Because I keep getting told Angelica root. That's important. There's something here about using Angelica root, the Devil's Claw, and Feverfew. Feverfew is usually for pain. Angelica root has connections to the angelic realm and strong connections to Archangel Michael. But Devil's Claw, let me have a look online and see what Devil's Claw is actually used for. Devil's Claw. Benefits. Let's have a look, you guys. Okay, so it says here, Devil's Claw was introduced to Europe in the early 1900s, where the dried roots have been used to restore appetite, relieve heartburn, and reduce pain and inflammation. Today, Devil's Claw is used widely in Germany and France to fight inflammation or relieve arthritis pain, headache, and lower back pain. So the thing is as well is that when you think of arthritis, okay, it's an autoimmune disease. It is where something is constantly, you know, your body's immune system starts to attack itself. And also when you have lower back pain, that's to do with your root chakra. When someone tells me that they have lower back pain, the first thing that I think of is they're carrying too much. And I don't mean physically, I mean mentally. When you have to carry other people, when you are constantly giving to others, it becomes a massive burden, even if we don't tell ourselves that. And even if we are no longer in the timeline where we had to give to others, and that person took or put us down, even though we've come out of that timeline and we're now on a different one, and we may have healed layers of that, there's still parts there. And that is why Devil's Claw came up, because someone here has either got with inflammation, to fight inflammation and relieve arthritis, headache, lower back pain. This is to do with your crown chakra, but this is also to do with your heart chakra and your root chakra and your sacral. There's some areas here that are holding on to shadow from inner child work that needs to be done. Now that is no judgment, because we all have wounded inner children. We all do, and we can have the best upbringing ever, and the person next to us could be abused. We're still going to carry trauma in our own ways, no matter how big or little. It still affects our bodies, our physical bodies. Now that is my opinion, not fact. They're needing the Angelica root, the Devil's Claw, and the Feverfew. This is talking about relieving pain to do with childhood, okay? And this is the reason why with this womb hex, that your womb or your sacral chakra is your place of how you create and how you connect to that creative flow, but it's also connected to family ties. Anything orange, I always think family, okay? It's how you, when you look back and you think of your family, and look, this is even orange as well. So they're using this. This has got orange in there as well. There's something here about healing or removing some sort of cord that is connected to a family tie, a family member, a memory that holds trauma from a family member or event. This needs to be healed. And using those three, whether it's drinking it, bathing it, or sprinkling around a candle before you light it. Remember what I said about drinking or ingesting herbs. Make sure that you are getting proper professional advice on whether or not you can ingest this before taking this advice. But there's something here about doing this 3 days before the full moon, on the full moon, and 3 days after, while still speaking your revocations, reclaiming back your energy and returning what isn't yours, which is going to remove this completely. Okay, anything else that wants to come out before I go? Please and thank you, please and thank you. That one there. root chakra. This is going to ground the heck out of you. It's going to ground the heck out of you, seriously, because you've got here ground and center. Someone here needs to take that time, even if it's only 5 minutes in the day, to still their mind, have a cup of tea or whatever your favorite beverage is, and just sit down and be still, okay? And whatever thoughts run through your mind, they run through your mind. But we need that time to just center ourselves, to tune into ourselves, and to, you know, if it does resonate with you, doing that, how do I feel today? Why do I feel like that? Because even if you can only spend that 5 minutes doing that, you're honoring it by naming it and recognizing it. And I know from my own personal experience that delving back into childhood and pulling up things that are repressed or things that haven't been completely healed can be painful. It really can. But it is so worth it, because the more we shine light on it, the more we heal it, and the more it gets smaller and the more we can evolve and grow. And this is something, especially with whoever it is that's sending this, they don't want you to take those steps. They do not want you to take those steps to heal and grow. Prove them wrong. Keep going, keep going. Because you've got here, look, and I was just saying, the more you heal and grow, evolution. Okay, speak in truth here. And especially with here, with you've cleared blockages from your natal and birth chart. With this being blue, I want you to have a look at Libra, Aquarius, and what's the other air sign? I always forget this. Have a look at your 7th and your 11th house for now, okay? Because they're going to show you what's actually been cleared and what areas it was that were blocked in the first place. You may find that you get some clarity and confirmation also, because you've got radical expansion and realm bridger. Removing whatever it is that's being blocked in that sacral chakra. And it doesn't mean that that time frame of 3 days before, 1 day and 3 days after, so that in that week you have to do all the healing that that hasn't been done or needs to be done. And if you don't get it all done, then it's not going to work. Rah, no. All your ancestors are asking right now is to take that step into it, and using those herbs, if those herbs resonate, only if they resonate, they're gonna almost be like a catalyst to continue that healing afterwards. And I mean, for those who just don't resonate with working with herbs, it's not their thing. Looking into inner child, wounded inner child work, especially to do with family ties, over that time is going to help open that up and remove things. Because I heard prayer. For some people, they need prayer. They need to pray over timelines in the past that they haven't had closure from properly yet, or they haven't felt like their voice was properly heard by the person that created that trauma, or by people who are partially to blame for that trauma, if that makes sense. Okay, but either ways, it's going to bring in radical expansion. This is what is going to help bring that blessing in, that divine connection with the divine counterpart, okay, and realm bridger, okay, especially with us getting closer and closer to All Hallows Eve. It means that the veil is not just thinning between, let's say, for example, our realm and the realm of the dead. All realms are opened. And with that realm bridger, I feel like this is when this activation is going to come in, where we as light ones are going to be able to connect with the fae, or connect with angels on a stronger sense, where our psychic gifts are going to become, they're going to expand. And now, why have I been shown this? Please and thank you. Sorry, something's just popped up on my laptop. Let's move that. Boop. What else needs to be said before I go? Please and thank you. Because in my head, I heard, and this is their karma. Whatever it is that they've done, and especially I heard to your pets, to someone specifically, something that was done to your pets by them. I heard feral. Why did I hear feral? Why did I hear feral? Mount Shasta. Now this is to do with star seeds, okay? But there's some sort of animal that is angry with them. Journey to wholeness. Well, this is happening for you. There was some sort of animal energy, or some sort of deity energy, or some sort of etheric energy that's protecting you, has lost their ish when it comes to whoever this is, because they've watched them hurt other animals, whether in sacrifices, whether they travel to places where in certain cultures, there isn't that much care given to animals, and it's the way of the world, you know. I can't comment on that. However, whatever it is that they do and whatever it is they've done to certain animals, there are these totem energies or these deities, or I'm getting forest energy as well, that are coming after them, that are literally coming after them. Internal Explorer, okay? There's something here about seeing something in the shadows and being scared of it. And I can hear someone going, you sent this towards me, you sent this towards me. Okay, loving compassion, there you go. Whoever does this doesn't like animals, they don't like children, they don't, because I hear icky, they find it all very icky. Our ancient future and loving and compassion. There is a very ancient energy that is extremely angry with them and has almost been given like the tag in, like you see wrestlers like tag me in, tag me in. They've been tagged in by the divine, or by, it just is just divine timing for them to jump in. And I heard they're going to mash ish up. I don't really want to swear, okay? Because you've got here, look, life force energy and our ancient future. When they've been, this ritual that they're trying to do is to drain your life force energy. They don't realise that when they do it, they're going to wither away. And that is why right at the start I had said there's going to be some sort of death in their family. And that's either going to be them or it's going to be the person that they love the most. Okay? Crazy. Yeah, in the family, that was my family sign. Ooh wee. It's going to affect their 4th house really, really badly. Really badly. Okay, that's coming out again. Oh, I you know what? I'm glad that I'm not them. I am glad that I am not them at this time. Ether, there you go. The seamless unspeakable, upside down. Because for some reason, do you know what? I got the image of, you know, that old school film with Patrick Swayze, Ghost, when the bad guys, you know, the ones who had, you know, murdered him or who were involved or blah, 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 when they die and they get taken away by those black shadows that come screeching in, going, Rah! And I remember watching that as a kid and it scared the crap out of me. That is why they keep seeing shadows in their peripherals. Because it's almost like whatever it is getting ready. And when they do this ritual, it's like they've opened the door for this thing to walk through and go, right, got you, you're coming with me. Because in that film, when the bad guys are pulled away by these black shadow ghoul things, they're dragged away screaming and they get smaller and smaller when they just disappear into the darkness. Okay, so this person may be having a nightmare, or these people may be having nightmares or night terrors. Okay. And they're thinking doing what they're doing is going to alleviate that, but it's not. 3rd eye chakra, yeah. They're seeing some scary stuff. They're seeing some scary stuff. Is there anything else that would like to come through before I go, please, and thanking you? Air. And I told you this is to do with air. This is Libra. This is Aquarius and Gemini. There you go. Got it back again. So you either have a Libra, Aquarius or Gemini doing this towards a light one, or this is the areas that they've been trying to affect for a very long time. Because at the start I had said that there was this ritual is something to do with like an ultimate shut up spell as well. You know, to close off the eyes and dumb down the tongue, or to slow down the tongue. And they're already doing this to themselves because it says paradigm shift upside down. That's why I was getting that stuttery kind of energy right at the start. Okay, anything else that would like to come out before I go? I just heard you said it all. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. I do suggest that you just have a Google if this resonates for you when the full moon is, because I have a feeling that it's the 9th, but don't take my word for it. Please research it first. But yeah, I hope this gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated for you, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Anyone that is interested in a reading, all of my information is down in the description box. Look at the 2nd paragraph down. There is a row of blue arrows pointing up. That's my email. It's the only way that you can contact me. And with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are in the world. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.